So right behind me, it says Makkah Al Mukarramah, which basically means it's a library of Makkah. But this is actually the location where the Prophet ﷺ was born. This was his home. The Prophet ﷺ's home was right here. This is where he was born. He lived here for his entire duration of his life in Makkah. Okay? So we know the story when the Prophet ﷺ was born. There were so many extraordinary events. For example, Aam al-Fil, the year where the elephants and the army of the elephants, they came to destroy the Kaaba. But the elephants wouldn't come forward. And that's the same year the Prophet ﷺ was born. The day the Prophet ﷺ was born, the fire in Iran, the Majusis, they had lit and had ignited for years. It was extinguished the day the Prophet ﷺ was born. People saw special stars as if they were falling, right, when the Prophet ﷺ was born. These were all indications that the Prophet ﷺ is now coming. When he was born, it was when the day had concluded and the night had concluded and the day had commenced, meaning like almost ishraq, shuruq time. And one of the reasons the scholars say is that Allah was giving this indication that the darkness has now gone and the light has come. جاء الحق وزهق الباطل. That the Prophet ﷺ was the source of guidance, so he was a light. So mashallah, we're standing in the place very close to where the Prophet ﷺ was born and he lived, and now it's been transferred to a library. Before it would be open when we would come and we could actually go inside. But because of the COVID, I think it's closed. But we can go on the stairs and we can get closer, take some pictures, and that's it. 1 second. And then the last thing I want to show you here is the palace. You see here? This is the palace of the king. So whenever the king comes or the king has guests, he brings them to this palace. And they stay here. For example, if Imran Khan comes, he would be hosted here when he comes for Umrah by the king, right? And he would stay there, special treatment and special access to get into the haram, right? So that's his palace, and you can see the clock tower there where we are staying as well. So inshallah, if anyone has any questions, you can ask those questions now. We'll make a brief dua, and then this